Morning. So we've seen muted volumes and muted trading during Martin Luther King Day, meaning that equities, bonds, and OTC markets are closed in the US, so yesterday for Asia time. That being said, crypto markets are opened, but moves are also muted and for a different reason. So Bitcoin prices seem to have been narrowing into a potentially bullish pennant where the midline is at 36,000 US dollar. So from the all-time high, the tops have been gradually lower, and then from the low of 30,500 that we saw recently, lows have been gradually higher. So naturally this type of formation tends to lead to explosive moves once prices break out, but either to the upside or the downside, and that remains to be seen. Now, during this stagnation, one could have expected all traders to delight, right? As it would have given an opportunity for smaller cap coins to play catch up. That just hasn't happened yet, or at least not during the last session, as most coins are flat and in most cases actually underperforming relative to Bitcoin. So amidst this unclear picture, what am I looking at? Two things. One, I love to look at the Bitcoin dominance index as a gauge of how alts are performing. A while back, we briefly crossed a massive resistance at 72 and then immediately closed down, and we're now at 67, which is a relatively safer place for alts to be at relative to Bitcoin. And then the second thing I'm looking at is the dollar index, because I remain convinced that the performance of Bitcoin to the upside or the downside is strongly impacted by investors' perception of the dollar, the world's main currency. And so if we should see a massive strengthening of the dollar, I think we would see a retracement of Bitcoin, or if we see a further weakening, then further moves for Bitcoin. In the meantime, the interest for Bitcoin isn't dying. So Grayscale saw their largest single day asset raise with more than 700 million US dollar pouring into their funds. And now that begins the question, when you see such a demand, and if the demand keeps on going, how will the supply of Bitcoin actually cope, and will we not see much higher prices just as a result? That's it for me today. I wish you a great day and a great trading day. If you haven't done so yet, please like, please subscribe. It actually helps with the visibility, but also means you'll be updated when new videos come out.